G'day folks and welcome to the Vookcast, Australia's Nintendo podcast. My name's Oliver Brandt and in this episode I'm joined by Angelo Valdivia,
Hey, paisanos.
Luke Henderson,
Hello there.
and Michael Goncalves.
Hey, team.
We have got a great episode lined up for you today, and we're starting with something that is breaking the curse. Definitely not because we recorded a day later, but still. We are breaking the curse and talking about the Super Mario Galaxy movie direct.
Super Galaxy Brothers?
Yeah, the Super Galaxy Brothers.
Chinese knockoff version.
Yeah. So this happened just this morning, or late last night if you're Michael. And yeah, there was a little direct that showed off the first proper trailer for the Super Mario Galaxy movie. Yeah, it was pretty good. I will say just off the bat, we'll get into it in a second. But yeah, so it doesn't really show much. It's mostly just confirmation that Yoshi is in the movie. We saw additional characters. Luke spotted Birdo, which, very exciting.
Everybody spotted Birdo, but sure.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, I don't know if spotted is the right word there.
I'm reading off the thing. Luke spotted it. He was the first in the world.
Yep.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch. The frog suit was there. There were coin coffers, octoguys. Just so much stuff. Like massive cheeps. It's great. Yoshi is also packing heat. It has a blue super scope, not a packing heat. He's got a gun. He's got a gun.
Like Mario's had guns in Mario and Rabbids, but I don't think Yoshi had a gun. I think he had some sort of egg thing, right?
I don't know.
No one played that game.
But there's also a new poster which seems to have Gateway Galaxy, which was the first planet from Super Mario Galaxy 1. I will say this trailer, it is basically not a Galaxy film. It really, really feels like they started making this movie as a Super Mario World movie and then halfway through just decided that it was a Galaxy movie.
Not even. It's Odyssey.
Yeah, I mean, it just seems to be doing all of it, right? It's like we've got Super Mario World stuff with Yoshi, and they even play Super Mario World music in the trailer. And then there's the Sand Kingdom from Super Mario Odyssey right at the very beginning. We see very little actual galaxy in this trailer, which is fine. We saw plenty of it previously.
And the T-Rex from Odyssey too. I assume it's a T-Rex from Odyssey. It could just be a generic T-Rex, but you got to go with the hints.
So at 1 minute 33 of this new trailer, when Birdo shows up, they're in like a casino place that looks like it's like the interior of a cube. It's kind of like they can walk on the ground. They can also walk vertically up along the walls and things. Like, where's that from?
That's Super Mario 3D World.
Yeah, 3D World.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because there was a lot of
and 3D Land, technically.
And 3D Land, but there was music puzzles. You grab the note and you'd have to like run around the walls. And not 3D World, sorry. Oh, it was in 3D World, but Galaxy's when they did that first.
With the casino interior?
The casino. The only casino level I'm aware of is from Mario Sunshine. Unless we're counting the
3D
Mario
World
64.
definitely had. 3D World definitely had casino aesthetics.
Did it?
For sure, yeah.
Okay.
It's the first time you fight Bowser in his fucking car.
I don't remember anything that you guys are talking about, so I'll just believe all of you.
The only casino I have fond memories of is when you play the blackjack mini games in that on Mario 64 DS, and Luigi's the dealer.
Sorry, the frame that I clicked on here, I need to show you. This is not beneficial at all to the listeners, but I have this weird, smeared Birdo, and it is haunting me.
Oh god.
Nice.
Love those in between frames.
But it does look really nice. I'm really glad that they showed restraint and didn't make Yoshi like a fully voiced character that just talks normally. because that was a big concern
Yeah.
that a lot of people had.
Just voiced by Robert De Niro. Just like
Are you talking to me?
but no, it looks great.
But yeah, it's just straight up Odyssey. Like even at the end when there's the dinosaur, it looks nothing like the T-Rex from Odyssey. Thank God, because I always thought that T-Rex kind of stood out like a sore thumb, and this one seems way more cartoon-like. But even here, yeah, it's funny. Oh wait, but we've even got like Baby Mario and Baby Luigi here, which I didn't notice before.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Spoilers for anyone who didn't want to spoil a trailer.
Luigi turned into Baby Mario.
Yeah.
Which I feel like is kind of a bit of a spoiler. Not spoiler, but it's one of those things that would have made like a really cool moment in the cinema.
Well, I wonder. I don't know. I don't know how Bowser Jr. is going to show up in this film, because the beginning of the previous trailer, Bowser was painting, and then Bowser Jr. shows up later on, and his whole thing in Sunshine is that he's painting. So I wonder if somehow Bowser Jr. is actually like literally Bowser but juniorified. And so I wonder if something similar happens to the Mario twins here, that they get juniorified.
So I was just playing the clip in the video of the other one that I shared with you guys, and at the last sequence where Toad's there and Yoshi runs in and like sniffs him or whatever he does, they look to be like in an airport or something, or a spaceport, and the stairs to go up, the bottom of it's a Super Nintendo controller.
Oh, it is. That's really cute.
What's the timestamp for that?
Yeah, give us a timestamp.
It's like 27 seconds. Yeah, 28 seconds.
So yeah, the stairs in the background.
Wait, which trailer?
The clip.
The second one. Yeah. The one that he linked in the general chat.
Oh, right. Okay. I was looking at the wrong one. Okay.
But no, I mean, it was... I think everything we've seen from this so far gives me way more confidence in this film than the first film. It seems to... It looks really good. It has some really interesting stuff going on. The music is great. Hopefully it won't be replaced with shitty licensed music at the last second. But I also like this like little, this little rivalry between Yoshi and Toad as well. I think that's a really funny angle to take with them.
The present that Mario's holding? Is that holding the Super Scope? Is this like a classic like gun inside of a long present?
I think it's an umbrella for each. Because the box is pink.
Yeah, it could be. Well, I hope it's a gun.
I mean, Mario's wielded guns before, so it's not out of the realm. He's sneaking a shotgun into somewhere in a box.
Yeah, I'm so keen for this film. I really, really love the first one. Like, even in the lead up to it, I was really psyched up for it after the reveal at the Game Awards. And they showed that one scene and it had all that amazing medley with Bob on Battlefield playing in the background and stuff, and Toad's just walking them through the Mushroom Kingdom. I was like, oh, they've actually really got the tone and visual and audio design of this film like just down pat. And I think they, for the most part, knocked the first one out of the park. And I'm only just remembering now that Chris Pratt is the voice of Mario, which I think says something to like me just blocking that guy out and just focusing on the movie itself. Whereas like last time around, they really
roaring commercial success Mercy at the cinemas yet?
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna go see that. But yeah, I remember like they really played that up because they thought they had a win with that. And like it did fine, whatever. But yeah, I think the overall film really just held up as a final product on its own. And yeah, I'm really, really, really keen for this next.
I like
one.
in the casino, like it's run by all the big Koopas, and that like they have like the big enforcer Koopas that are like shoving people around.
That's really good.
I also love that this film is shot as if it is shot with an anamorphic lens as well. I'm pretty sure the first one was as well. I really like that they've done that as an aesthetic. It really just makes it feel a little more filmic, a little more tangible. I think there are some animated films that feel a little too just computer genny, whereas this actually feels like an animated film.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense. It's sort of hard to explain. But yeah, an anamorphic lens for 3D animated film does go a long way.
It's like when Indiana Jones and the Great Circle and then Star Wars Outlaws, they both had like the cinematic camera, like the proper cinema camera.
Yeah, they've
So when
got the
you play
cinema
games
scope.
with that turned on, it feels like you're actually watching the movies.
Yeah, they've got that
Has that
cinema
feel.
scope
Yeah.
aspect ratio.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that freeze frame.
So when the toads are closing their eyes, like they have zero facial features, like it's just a smooth thing. Just happen to freeze frame that exact spot.
Right click, save image.
I was
It's
seeing
so
I was
awful.
seeing a thing earlier where it looks like one of the toads doesn't have an arm in one of the shots. So maybe he's a veteran of a battle on Bomb Battlefield.
Oh my god, a veteran.
I mean, there's a battlefield, so there has to have been a war at some point.
It's true.
Yeah. I'll be honest. I don't think they need to do another direct because God knows this didn't need to be a direct. I don't think they need to show any more of the movie off because I think the only thing they could do now is maybe announce a few extra cast members, but I don't think they need to show anything more. I think they can just, apart from the TV spots that will always happen because they have to do this. I think they're fine just to leave it as we've got now, and just come April we all go see the movie and enjoy it. I don't think we need to see anymore.
Well, I'm sure we'll see something else on Mario Day.
Probably.
Possibly.
There'll be something.
This being a direct is definitely weird though. Like, just you could just drop the trailer.
Yeah.
I think it's probably like some sort of contractual thing where like Nintendo has to promote it in a certain way. But sorry, I just like was like frame by framing through the Birdo section, and I like started going backwards, and I was like, damn, this is just about a really egg thirsty dinosaur just sucking up eggs from the air. It's sick. But no, Birdo looks really good. I'm a big
Birdo
fan
looks
of Birdo.
surprisingly good. Like I think it's the bow for me that does it because I think in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe when they added her in there, she didn't really look all that different from anything else we'd seen because the bow's still very flat. But this one, the bow has a lot more detail to it, so it stands out. So just it made me think the Birdo looked cool because the bow was like, more.
Everyone go to like 1 minute 13. I just want to talk about this from a technical point of view, but I think the eye shine rendering is incredible. Like, and it slowly like fades out as he comes in the normal trailer.
It's really good.
As he slowly comes out into the light, the eye shine goes away. That's like, I can't imagine how hard that would be to actually do.
Oh yeah. It'd just be a shader in the eyes, the way that they've lit it as well. But speaking of, so I think it's here we go. So about 1:39 when Toad is holding like that cherry or a toffee apple on a stick, like that thing just looks incredibly juicy.
Yeah.
I just noticed the Toad behind him. There's like dropped his candies on the ground, his biscuits or whatever they are.
Oh yeah. Anyway, we're just breaking down a 1 minute trailer for 20 minutes. We could probably move on.
It's just so many good freeze frames. Like I just posted one in the chat before. It's just so good. The animation just looks incredible.
The next story, I fucking forgot about it. I blocked this out of my fucking memory.
Yeah.
I will say just and in terms of blasting from the Mario movie, the animation thing where they ignite the flower in their hand and it just sort of like wraps around them and like
It looks cool.
That is so cool. But it's like they've ruined their cloaks. They don't have their cloaks.
Yeah,
anymore.
like you're just burning through cloaks on a daily basis.
I do like how they had the firefly was like holstered. Like, that's a really fun touch. Alrighty, let's move on to the next story. Because Jesus fucking Christ. So
the next three stories are all Lego too.
This is the Lego section of the podcast. We got our first look at the Lego Pokemon sets. This was announced in like October last year, right?
No, it's a bit earlier than that. They said that they were coming, but it was like just said 2026.
Yeah, it was just
I think it was like a Lego
teaser.
Pikachu tail that was moving, and that was it. Yeah.
But we now finally have seen them. So there's 3 sets that were revealed. Technically 5 sets, but 2 of them you can't just like buy. So, But the first set is an Eevee set, which looks fine. It's $100.
It's the most
Yeah,
normal looking one of all.
it is
five.
the most normal looking one.
I think it looks fine. Like if it was like $70, maybe 80, I would probably buy it. 100 is just a little bit too high. But if I want any Pokemon Lego at all, this is what I'm going to buy, because the next ones are just nonsense pricing. So
mean,
Pikachu.
Kmart generally do their Lego about 20% cheaper than
That's
most
true, yeah.
places. So
There's a hideous looking Pikachu. Genuinely, I cannot believe that the Pokemon Company approved this, because it looks like shit. And that is like also comes with a Pokeball and like energy shooting up Pikachu's ass or something. I don't know. That is $300 Australian. And again, it just doesn't look great.
I think like so. This is this is gonna be a fucking Lego hot take. I don't care. Lego people come at me. I feel like when Lego starts coming with 90% just custom pieces, it's no longer fucking Lego.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then the last one is good lord. Venusaur, Charizard, and Blastoise. This is $1,000. And it comes with like a little diorama that like you put them into and shit, and like there's a volcano and oh my god,
Oh, no.
Michael. Jesus.
Makes good podcasting.
Okay, so yeah,
Oh my
it
God.
comes with like this little diorama. There's like a lava flow and a wave and shit, and like, you know, it does come with over, you know, just shit tons of pieces, right? Like
it's really like 8,000 pieces or something.
8,000
It's
pieces,
a lot of
which
pieces.
For
is a lot of
the
pieces.
for the Charizard, Venusaur, and Blastoise, it says in the article 2,000. Oh, 2,000 each, so 6,000.
So,
Yeah, so the figures
then
alone
there's-
are 6,000 pieces.
Grand though. Fuck off.
Yeah. Yeah, it's,
Yeah, imagine living in an era where Lego sets and RAM are $1,000. That's what we are today.
RAM is
That's
way more
true.
than $1,000.
I'm sure, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, there's also 2 other sets. There's the Kanto badges, which looks really nice, but you can only
This
get
is
it
this is actually the one that I would probably get.
Yeah.
This
yeah,
looks
the
that was for
Kanto
sale.
badges is phenomenal, and they knew that, which is why they made it as a gift with purchase for the $1,000 fucking purchase. So yeah, and there's also for VIP people, they can use their points to get a Pokemon Center thing that looks alright, but
The only thing that gives me hope for the badges is that they do actually have a product page listing for that, and it has the price of 45 AUD on them. So it makes me think that maybe once the you know, people willing to spend $1,000 get their big one, they'll come back and drop these on their own. That it gives me hope. I don't think they will, but
yeah.
why would you have a product page for something that's not a purchasable item?
I will say, like, if you want like a really hideous Pikachu, you can just get the Mega Constructs one, and that costs $30 instead. Like it
Or a Nanoblocks. No, Nanoblocks is more expensive, but Nanoblocks ones don't look that great either.
yeah, but like I don't know. The thing is, right? Like we always, I don't know. I say we here. You know, me. I expected that, you know, Pokemon Lego would look better than the Mega Blocks,
Mega Blocks,
construct stuff that we've had recently. And it's just not. Like I would say that. Hold on, I'll post this. Yeah, I would say that the Mega Constructs giant Pikachu, which is $80, looks way better than the Pikachu that Lego did.
Is that the one that runs?
Uh,
Oh god.
no.
Got a bit of a Winnie the Pooh bottom thing going on there.
Yeah, a little bit. But no, they have
There is-
all sorts of other ones as well. Like Mega Constructs has like there's this really sick one that's like a dog trio, and it has like a little crank on the side, and you turn the crank, and like each of the Diglets in the dog trio like go up and down.
That's cute.
It's super sick. And
Pikachu Gigante.
but yeah, it's, I don't know. I expected more from it, and the fact that like the only good ones are the ones that you have to spend $1,000 to get as a gift is like kind of fucked. But
Yeah, look, there's not a lot great about this entire situation, but the thing that I like less than Test Tube Pikachu is the ad. Like, I do not understand. I don't know why Nintendo or just the Pokemon company or Nintendo or whatever are still advertising towards adults. Like, I understand that adults are the ones with the money, but like, I don't get why they're since Pokemon Go, they're still trying to sell so much Pokemon crap to adults. Like, when it comes to Lego, it's not that there aren't enough adults buying Lego, because the entire problem with buying Lego sets is the adults. They're the ones constantly scalping like the really hardly sought after Lego sets. So I don't understand the point of putting a whole bunch of adults in here and being like, oh, remember your childhood? You know, you can relive it again by spending $1,000 on our product. It's like, they're doing that with Pokemon anyways. Like, I'm like Pokemon Go. I'm completely blanking on other Pokemon products, by the way. Please, someone, please help me out with this. But like,
Pokemon Yellow.
anytime
That's
there's,
the only one I know.
well, I'm thinking like anytime there's like a fashion thing as well, like, you know, black milk or whatever. Like, it's so many like, you know, millennial women going out there buying black milk types of Pokemon prints and all this like Pokemon side accessory stuff. Like, there's no problem with adults going out and buy that. I don't know why they're pushing that so hard. Why are they just focusing on kids?
I think it's just a little bit to do with like the pricing of Lego, right? Like, if they want to do a set like this,
I guess
like
so.
it's not ever going to be purchasable by a child or a parent for a child, right? You know what I mean? Like, no one's buying that Venusaur, Charizard, and Blastoise kit for their child. Like, that's nuts.
But I think like what Angelo's saying is that like, why are they not doing Lego that is?
Yeah, no, I
children,
100%
right?
agree. They should be. Yeah.
I honestly expected them to do minifigs of the Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
you know, there's 1,000 of those things, so
I would almost prefer like little Pokemon location sets. Like, here's Pallet Town. You can make Pallet Town, $200. It's like, well, it's not bad. Okay, that's fine. We can do that. And then like,
Thing is,
as a
that
little
would be
gift.
the easiest thing to do as well, right? Like, because
Yeah.
it's all just like blocks anyway. Like, the only time I've ever seen the Kanto region is in a grid-based layout. Like, yeah, give us that.
Yeah, it'd be so much easier and so much more digestible, I feel. And then you can throw some minifigs in there, and then like as an added little gift thing, you can throw in some Lego Game Boy lenticulars in there of like screenshots of the game or something. Put in like the beginning battle clip to stick on your Game Boy, your Lego Game Boy.
it would have been cool if the giant $1,000 statue diorama thing came with like cards for your Lego Game Boy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'm not going to be buying any of these unless the EV one gets like significantly discounted.
I'll wait for Luke to get like 3 of them for free.
I have already asked Lego if they'll.
Because you got one from Lego, and then you got another one as like a prize or something as well. The Game Boy set.
I bought one of my own, and then one turned up. It was not fun.
That was very funny.
Yeah, but Lego, if you're listening to this, we will 100% say that this is a really good product if you send us all of one for free.
I mean, we are your
won't.
target audience. We are giant man babies.
I will do it for the next one. Because the next story is where Lego, we just backflip on the badness. At least in my opinion. I don't know if everyone else thinks that.
Yeah. So yeah, those Pokemon ones are all coming out on March 1st. Pre-orders are up for them already or something. I don't know. I don't care. But
pre-order's already up, and the $1,000 set is already pre-sold out.
Yeah.
There we go.
It's pretty solid. Because only made like 5 of them.
No, because I'm guessing people. Because I saw scalpers that day. They'd already put them up, selling the 3 figures on their own on eBay.
Right.
Because they're not. They can be removed from the base. That's probably the only saving grace for those things. It's not like one giant set is locked in place. So.
Yeah, guys, do you want to go thirds on? I'll take the Venusaur. Somebody else can have the Blastoise. That's just an insane thing to do. Anyway. Legend of Zelda. There's more Zelda Lego. The Ocarina of Time Final Battle set. So this recreates the final battle from Ocarina of Time, and it comes with both normal Ganondorf and Ganon forms, which is kind of cool. The set also contains Link and Zelda minifigs, and there's like a few hidden secrets throughout. So this is $200, also out March 1st. If you're like a Nintendo and Lego fan that buys everything, then March 1st is going to be like your
bankruptcy
worst
day.
nightmare. Yeah,
It's not just that. They do this weird thing where they'll put a whole bunch of shit out on one day.
yeah,
So April 1st will be the next one, then May 1st. It's the way Lego work for some bizarre reason.
yeah. But yeah, for $200, this doesn't look too bad. Yeah, I think it's still a little bit on the pricey side, but I mean, in current year,
Well, that's just Lego though. Lego is overpriced these days.
Yeah, they keep going up in price. I will say, I personally despise creatures in Lego form. Like anytime I see, like if you see it with Star Wars, they try and do like giant statues of Darth Vader, but made out of Lego. It doesn't look right. And then when they try and do it with like dinosaurs and elephants and all sorts of other animals, it never looks right to me. Like Lego just can't do like animals and humans.
It's curves and round organic shapes. That's why. It's because Lego's blocky.
Yeah, but I've seen some curved stuff that's not horrible. But my point is that with this Ganon, the Ganon giant one, he's not too bad. I actually don't mind him.
Yeah.
Probably because he's not like a normal, like an actual real thing. So maybe that's why.
I really appreciate that it looks like they've given Zelda a laser gun. Because she's like shooting like these orbs of light out of her hand, but
Or
like,
one of
because
those-
of the way Lego works, so, like she has to hold it.
Or like one of those super microphones that has those little like dishes on them.
Yeah.
Um,
I also
No, I
love that Navi is on like a little telescopic like probe. 'Cause there's no other way to like put her around.
Yeah, that's Navi. I didn't notice that.
yeah, it's very good. But no, I think overall it looks really good. I think the Link minifig is really, really nice.
I'm actually like surprisingly impressed by how good this set looks. Like it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
just
Just
a
talking about
stark
sets that are
difference.
aimed for adults, quite frankly, like this is pure millennial bait, like to the extreme,
You
and it's
have to
working.
You have to zoom in on the picture of the 3 minifigs because Ganon's there and they gave him shoulder pads.
They did give him shoulder pads. It's great.
Ganondorf is there.
Sorry, Ganondorf. My apologies.
Well, I mean, like Zelda's got the Green Ranger like
Yeah,
thingy on her shoulders as
totally.
well. So
That's from Ninjago. That's a Ninjago piece.
Yeah.
right.
I love that Navi is literally just like a little shield piece with one piece of Lego in the center. Like that's all she is. Oh, it's
My only
amazing.
complaint about this is like the photos that they have here, just the close-up shots of the set just look a bit too busy. Like everything's really crammed together. I feel like it could just
it's
be like a little wider.
small. Yeah,
Yeah, I
agree.
think it could just be a little bit wider, like a few spaces bigger, and
don't know if it's-
just a little more evenly spread out. But
I can't see if it's in the images here. Maybe I'm blind, but there was an image I saw where the set does come with the hammer as well, the Megaton hammer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's also like there's some hearts hidden around there. Like you would find hearts in the world to restore health and all that sort of stuff. And there's more secrets as well that they've said that people will find as they build it. So
The cool thing about Lego is that if it does feel a little bit cramped, you can just buy some more Lego to expand it.
Mhm.
So
the funny thing is when you have the Ganondorf minifig out on the set, it doesn't feel cramped. But when Ganon's on there, I can see what Angelo's saying. It's like it's so busy because he's so big.
yeah.
mm,
But I mean, it looks good. I'm a big fan of this one. I probably won't buy it. I don't have as much of an attachment to Ocarina of Time as other people. But it looks good.
what's another Lego set from Zelda that you guys think would be good? There's the Deku Tree one that's already come out, and there's this one. I think like a Temple of Time would be nice with the little sword plinth and everything. And then you've got the 3 gemstones out in the
I
front
think
of
it would be
Hyrule Castle.
effectively impossible to do, but like Zora's Domain from Breath of the Wild would be sick.
Yeah.
Like this nice big like
It'd be huge.
That'd be
yeah, it would be
fancy.
huge. It's like a $10,000 set.
I can see them doing the 4 divine beasts from Breath of the Wild.
The Divine Beast as
Oh,
well would
yeah.
be a really nice one. But,
I mean, honestly, if they were to do like a Zelda boss series, so you start getting like the actual bosses from some of the games, that'd be kind of cool.
I think like a Queen Goma would be like peak for that. The first boss from Ocarina of Time.
I think a Wind Waker Link and King of Red Lions, like little shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like a little outset island set or something.
Mhm.
That'd be cool.
there's lots of cool stuff that they could do with it, and I'm glad that they're doing more interesting stuff like this, like the final battle. Like setting a scene with Lego is like a really neat idea for a Lego set, rather than just like being like, here's a building, here's a $1,000 3 Pokemon on a plinth.
Yeah, and I think that's the problem with the Pokemon ones, right? Is like they're all very round, they're all very like bulby characters, and just I feel like the pieces that they have for that just don't really work, and that's why I think something like a set of a town would work so much better.
Yeah. We also haven't considered the smart brick. So
Oh, yeah, the smart
brick.
brick.
Nah, that's stupid. Move on. Just an
Uh,
NFC and an LED and a brick. Who cares?
All right. The third and final Lego thing. There's not a whole bunch of details about this. But Luigi is getting a cart, a Mario Kart Lego thing.
The header image in this article is diabolical.
It is, isn't it? Look at that schnoz. Oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, that's all we have. That's all the teaser shows. So that's all we could really show of it. Yeah, the cart design appears to be a Mark 8 cart, which is taller than the standard cart that Mario sits in. This is definitely going to be more expensive than the Mario one. Luigi is a taller character as well. Mario is usually 22 centimeters high in the Lego set, not in real life. Mario is not 22 centimeters high. But Luigi is closer to 30 centimeters. So, yeah. The other Mario one was $250. This is going to be more.
This would be $299 easy.
If not,
I mean, they could be.
$350.
They could. No, it wouldn't be that much, but they could be nice and do $250 just to make it parallel. But I suspect $300.
Yeah. I mean, it's a nice big set. I think like $300 for this is like worth more than like $300 for the Pikachu, right? Like,
yeah,
you're getting way more out of a Luigi set than
the fact that this one even moves. Like the
Yeah.
Mario Kart Lego thing actually moves. Not that I'd, push it along the ground like a giant toy, but it does do something.
Yeah.
Whereas Pikachu just like he's farting out lightning. So
It does. Alrighty, we're ready to move on from Lego. Anybody have any other Lego thoughts?
Oh, I got one. I haven't mentioned it on the podcast. But when I went overseas, I completely forgot to bring my Lego passport with me. So while I was at the Dubai airport, because they have a Lego store there, I got a new one. I'm disappointed that I couldn't keep my stamps in the same one from some Adelaide stores. But I managed to get stamped at Dubai, up here, and then there's this dude, and then that dude. And then, because we didn't stop by any other cities in Europe that had Lego stores, so that was a bit sad. But then I got one from Karen up in Perth. So now I've got to start my Lego tour here in Adelaide with this booklet. So yeah, if you don't have a Lego passport, go and grab them. They're free. They're
Didn't
good
even know that was
fun.
a thing.
You didn't?
No.
There's a great TikTok video. I'm pretty sure it's
I was
staged.
just about to mention this.
But there's a dude who's like in an airport, like apparently frantically calling someone, I'm not sure who, because he forgot his actual passport and instead had his Lego passport. So, I'm pretty sure it's staged, but it's a good joke, and that's when I got clued into Lego passports. And yeah, if you just go to a Lego store and ask for them, they should have stamped them there for you, and you get them for free. And then you just take them to different Lego stores. Yeah, you take them to different Lego stores, and they have bespoke stamps at the stores. Yeah. So every store has like I think a Lego. They've got their own stamp. They've got a yearly stamp, and then maybe like a seasonal or monthly stamp or something like that. So I think usually you get 3 stamps for the first visit to a store.
Nice.
No. You can also go to any Lego store and ask if they've got any sets they need help building. And you can actually sit there and build. So you could go in and build the Zelda battle scene for them, and they put that in their little display cabinet.
And
Do
then
they
shove it
give
into
you
your
anything?
backpack and sprint away at full speed.
They give you anything for
in your backpack and sprinting away.
They give you anything for working there for 2 hours?
Nope. It's just if you want, if you like building Lego but can't afford the $1,000 Pokemon set, if they're building one, you can actually go in and ask if you can help.
If you can't afford the food,
energy, quite frankly.
Yeah, if you can't afford the food we're serving, we'll let you sniff it for half an hour, and that's it.
That's pretty much it.
Alrighty, let's move on to some games. because surprisingly we've gone this far without actually talking about games. Um, a whole bunch of Switch 2 stuff has been announced or just like showed up on the shelf recently. So we probably won't go into too much detail on stuff. But Star Trek Voyager is coming to Switch 2. This is from Daedalic Entertainment, which they're a mixed studio. But yeah, the game is described as a story-driven survival strategy game in which the fate of the iconic starship is in your hands. It looks a lot like Fallout Shelter, but it's Star Trek. Does anybody care about this? Does anybody care about Star Trek Voyager?
I mean, Star Trek Voyager is one of my favorite shows, but like whatever. Like this game, sure. I just don't care.
I think it's just more the fact that they announced the date and at the same time they announced the date for the other platforms. They said, oh, by the way, it's coming to Switch 2 at the same time. That was the only reason I put it in there.
I feel like a Star Trek game, like a proper third-person action adventure, whatever, Star Trek game, would be like the easiest slam dunk ever, but it's just like never happened to any considerable quality. Because like you just have so many options. I can remember
Star Trek.
The VR one.
The last Star Trek game was a
I meant like the first person shooter one from like the 90s, early 2000s.
Early 2000s, yeah.
Oh my god, what is it called? I think it's also set in Voyager, right?
Possibly. That was the thing at the time, wasn't it?
Star Trek FPS.
There was Voyager and then there was
Elite
Enterprise for the
Goddamn.
2000s.
Yeah. It is, Star Trek Voyager Elite Force.
The VR one, Bridge Crew, that was fun.
Oh my god. The cover is set phases to frag. It's the most fucking early 2000 shit I've seen in my life.
I want that
crap.
on a t-shirt. I want that on a t-shirt.
I want that.
That is incredible. And it's made in the Quake 3 engine. That's like the ultimate crossover.
Why did we stop saying frag? Why did we start saying...
Punks came out recently. It was a fucking... I don't even know what that was.
I haven't even heard it. I haven't even heard of that, so...
I think fragging stopped becoming a thing when, like...
Call of Duty came out?
FPS multiplayer... No, but FPS multiplayer games... Yeah, it was because of that, but because they stopped being about, like, just general murder and became, like, more tactical. Like, you're doing, like a semi-war sim.
I was going to say, I think it's like when Call of Duty 4 or something came out, and it was all about your kill-death ratio, your KDR.
Yeah.
And it was all about balancing that rather than how many kills you got.
Yeah.
Set phases to frag. I like that a lot. That's really good. I'm going to be honest, guys.
Out of this episode.
This game kind of looks like my bullshit.
Yeah, I'm going to type that.
Looks like what, sorry?
So this game kind of looks like my bullshit. I'm not going to lie. This looks...
Oh, yeah, no.
really
I'm sure it's
fun.
going to be, like, great if you're into that type of, like, strategy style game. And, like, it might even hook me in. I can't be excited about a Star Trek game anymore. Like, there's just been so many bad ones.
I don't even think I've played a Star Trek game, which is why this one's kind of like, maybe just one.
That's why I wanted to put in there that it sort of plays a bit like Fallout Shelter. So if anyone who's coming in thinking, because you watch the trailer and there's a lot of flying around the ship and all that sort of big external things for the ship. But then when you're actually like in the ship, it's just the side profile and you get all the rooms and everything. So
I think that's kind of the misconception that a lot of people have with Star Trek is that because most people who the general audience, the mainstream audience who do recognize Star Trek, they think of it as an action series because of the movies. But like Star Trek is boring. That's the whole point of Star Trek. Like the series is meant to be about diplomacy and discovering new races and learning about new cultures, and then something bad will happen with one character, and so we just focus on them for a whole episode or something like that, right? Like that's kind of the whole point of Star Trek.
Some might say it's like the whole point is to boldly go where no one has gone before.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, your own feelings in space.
Like a Telltale style like dispatchy thing that is like based on Star Trek would.
I was thinking the exact same thing.
Well.
They did that. Yeah. They did that with
And
oh my god,
enough from some of the old Telltale developers. And
Star Trek, help me. Star Trek Resurgence.
So there was this really random small Star Wars game from the 90s called Star Wars Rebellion. And it was like the most boring Star Wars game you could play. It's literally just kind of like about resource management and stuff among planets. The UI is god awful. But when I was like 11 or 12, I just found it. I don't even know how I got that game. But I was like balls deep into that game for like a year. I have no idea how or why. Even when I think about it now, like that game just seems so boring. But for some reason, like there's just something about that game that just really clicked, in a way that no other Star Wars game has really hit. And this game is kind of looking a little bit like that, just with the view where like you're kind of managing things on different planets, like sort of traveling around and learning about different things, and there are like resources and things to manage, and then mixing that with the Fallout Shelter style, managing your own cabins and crews and things like that. Like, I don't know, this game, I'm curious. I'm very curious.
I mean, the thing that stops me from being curious alongside you is that it's like $60 to buy.
All right, I'm less curious.
Yeah. This is the sort of game that if this was like $30, you'd be like, yeah, for $30, I'll give it a go.
But hey, you can get
$60.
Star Wars Rebellion on Steam for $8. So
Yeah, I think I bought it on GOG, installed it, and I'm like, wow, this sucks, and then didn't play it again. That was like 2 years ago.
It weirdly
But
ran like absolute garbage. Like, even if you had like a good system, it just ran really, really poorly.
Which game was that?
Resurgence.
Oh, right.
anyway, another Switch 2 game. A really, really weird situation. Donkey Kong Country Returns HD just got a free update last week that added Dixie Kong, gave it a Switch 2 performance boost, so it like plays in 4K when docked, and like they fixed a bunch of shit. Where like there was an issue previously where if you were playing in co-op, for some reason you just couldn't both bounce on the same enemy, so the second player just died. Whenever you needed to jump over a gap or whatever, by bouncing on an enemy. Yeah, you can now just have like Dixie Kong. You can just replace Diddy Kong with Dixie Kong instead. And it also has a turbo mode where like the speed run levels are like even faster. You run at like double speed and shit.
There's a great thing where all the cutscenes are pre-rendered. So like if you play with Dixie Kong, and because all the cutscenes are pre-rendered, they will have Diddy Kong in them. Right before every cutscene, they do the little like tag out animation where like Dixie tags out with Diddy, and then they play the cutscene and then do it again. And I'm like, that's like, okay, I get it, sure.
That's a really like silly and like clever solution to like something that they didn't really need to do.
Yeah,
You know, like nobody would have really like thought twice about it if it cuts away to the pre-rendered scenes and it's Diddy instead of Dixie. But yeah.
I mean, this is just a great update, to be honest. Yeah, load times are faster. All the weird bugs from the, like missing stuff from the previous versions are fixed. The weird bugs are fixed. It looks and runs incredible. Like, goddamn.
Yeah, the only thing that
More
disappoints
please.
me is that I wish I didn't play this game for the first time 6 months ago and all the way through to completion. Because
Yeah.
One
Just
of the
waited
guys
6
who
months
does
more.
reviews for Vooks and me, Brad, he did this. He finished it like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And they-
Oh, Devo. That's
it's
brutal.
not a good feeling.
Yeah.
Years and years after the game releases.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say though, I laugh. I think it's hilarious that there's now a Wii game running in 4K on Switch too.
And probably going to be more. There are a few Wii games that got ported. I mean,
We've got 2 Mario Galaxy games recently that do the same
true.
thing.
But yeah, weird that they like a year after release, they not only fixed it and gave it a Switch 2 update, but then added new content to it as well. Like I don't understand.
Wait, did
It's
this
like
game
when
only
they
come out a
added
year
like
ago?
an online mode to
It
came out a year ago.
363 days ago.
Oh,
when
I thought this
when
came out like
dropped.
years ago. Damn. All right.
It came out.
Are you thinking
January
about
last year.
Tropical
Tropical
Freeze? Yeah. There we go.
But no, I mean it was like when they added that like online mode to
Mario Party? Yeah.
Mario Party, and it was like, why are you doing this now? Yeah, it seems to be great. I haven't played it yet, because it seemed kind of bad, so I just held off on playing it. So now I can play it and enjoy all of that stuff.
This is my brothership dream continues.
Yeah, can we get a secret update like for a lot of other Switch games as well, please? Like much sooner than.
Like, I'm not saying this game didn't deserve it or need it. I think it did. Like, there was obviously a ton of weird issues with it, but goddamn. Like, I know Brothership didn't sell like a whole lot. I don't know if it sold more than this. Probably not, to be honest. But please, Nintendo.
But even like Metroid Prime Remaster, even Metroid Dread, Like just
Metro Prime Remaster, I'm a little surprised because I feel like that would just be such an easy slam dunk update. Just literally
Especially
make
like
it
given
4K.
we know that they're
Yeah.
like Prime Remastered was like literally them updating their engine for Prime 4. And then,
exactly.
yeah. But yeah, I mean,
And it was another retro game.
I tell you what, like Metroid Dread and 120 FPS would be phenomenal.
With
I still
HDR as
play
well.
it.
I can shit my pants even harder.
With more frames, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, that got me. I don't know why. That was really good.
All right. Another Switch 2 thing. We have seen more details about Super Mario Brothers Wonder, the Switch 2 edition. So they showed off like Belleville Park, which is the new like hub area for multiplayer. You can also do game share to other Switch consoles, which cool. Some of the games they support 12 players online. Captain Toad
Hopefully
is
better than
there.
Animal Crossing does support 12
Hopefully,
players online.
Jesus.
Hold up. We're getting to that.
Captain Toad is there. He has new challenges for players to undertake. And they also announced 3 new amiibo, which cool. They look really nice, but they're like more expensive, so I'm not gonna do it. The other thing is that Rosalina has been added as a playable character. Yeah, you can just play as Rosalina, and they have, especially if you're playing as Rosalina, Luma as a co-op player with mouse con support. So like the second player like grabs a mouse con and essentially just does Mario Galaxy's like Starbit shooting like little sibling mode, but in Mario Wonder, which is a really nice touch. Also added an assist mode, which previous Mario games did have, but it's nice that they have it here, where you don't take any damage. You can't fall in a hole.
Previous games you had to play as like Nabbit or Yoshi.
Yeah.
And this is for all characters now, so
yeah. So yeah, that's a really nice touch as well. I think this looks great. We've seen some cool new things like the Koopa Kids are back, which we love them. Wendy got turned into a fish. Why not? I really like Wonder. I don't know if I finished it. I can't remember. It was such a long time ago that I played it. But it has made me want to play more Wonder. So
my only thing is like, will Switch players who don't buy the Switch 2 edition, will they get Rosalina, or is she only going to be for Switch 2?
It's only in Switch 2. It's part of the Switch 2 edition.
Switch 1 can't handle Rosalina. It's way too complicated.
John from GVG put out a little post and set people off.
Yeah. They gave her boobs. I mean, I don't know what to tell you.
I mean, she's always had them, but they made them a bit more pronounced in one single instance of it exiting a pipe.
Yeah.
I will say I'm looking forward to the Toad training, because some of the fun stuff in Wonder was the last sort of stages where you had to really test your platforming skills, and being able to being given unique challenges through the Toad stuff will be fun. So.
I wonder if you'll be able to do those super hard platforming things with assist mode on. You just can't fail. So
I imagine you have to, but some of those last ones, because that's the thing. They haven't done anything. They didn't say if you get squashed if you die from being squashed. The only thing they showed specifically outside of just taking damage was falling into holes.
Yeah.
So, and there are auto scroller levels. I don't know how that would work.
Yeah, well, I guess we'll have to wait and see. I feel like an assist mode should keep you up with the auto scrolling, just because having played Mario games with children, auto scroll levels just kill them. Yeah, it just kills them every time.
So you thin out the herd, my boy.
True.
Put hair on their chest.
But yeah, no, all of this looks really great. I think we don't know the exact details about what the Switch 2 edition does for frame rate and resolution and stuff. But Mario Wonder, or at least Mario's model from Wonder, was used to illustrate 120 FPS when they were showing off the Switch 2 in the initial launch trailer for that. So I think we could see a 120 FPS mode, which would be really nice. but have to wait and see. That is coming out at some point, right? March
March 26th.
March 26th.
March 26th.
Which is weird because they miss Mario Day by like 16 days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Yeah, I don't know. And one last thing before we talk about Animal Crossing. Pokemon is expanding into Universal Studios Japan. So there's some kind of ride or something for Pokemon coming to Universal Studios Japan, and then later other parks. Yeah, Universal Studios Japan has had Pokemon in the park since 2021 with parade inclusion shows, select characters, etc. Yeah, they are doing something officially with it. Yeah, I mean, there's not really much details here. We just know that Pokemon is doing a thing at Universal Studios Japan.
Yeah. Which is interesting. They've come out and said they're doing more. It's like, we already know you're doing something.
Yeah.
This is like they've got an announcement that they've got an announcement coming. It's like they just wanted. It's like when Nintendo do their directs to say, "Oh, it's out. We've got a direct coming in 3 days," but then sometimes they'll just drop a direct. So,
yeah. I mean, I'm kind of hoping that, like, you said that like Japan will get it first, and Orlando will likely be second, and then other parks globally. I kind of hope that like Singapore is like earlier in that, because the Singapore Universal Studios at Singapore is like a really, really fantastic place. So
yeah. I mean, the Super Nintendo World is now finally under construction there. So
yeah,
they took over. What was it? Like a Malaysian street food thing that nobody was buying from because it was theme park food prices.
Yeah,
and you could get
and like
proper
if anywhere
food.
in Singapore you can like walk like 3 meters and get like something for $4.
Yeah.
It was.
So yeah, it was interesting that they specified Japan. Obviously, it's all Japan, and then they specified Orlando, and then other Universal parks. So we'll see what happens. Like Hollywood doesn't have a lot of space anymore. Their new roller coaster they're building on a side of a mountain because they've got no space to put it anywhere else. Beijing's big. It's got plenty of space, but it's also China, and they've got a weird thing about doing stuff with Pokemon. And then Great Britain is they're not even finished clearing the land yet, so that's still 2031, if not later. So
we need a Universal Studios in Australia, honestly.
It can go in Mildura with Angelo's Super Nintendo World.
Plenty of space there.
I just like, I don't know. I look at like the Gold Coast, right, where we have like fucking SeaWorld and Dream World and
Movie World.
and it's like, who cares about those? Like, is anybody gonna protest if like Movie World gets like torn down and replaced with Universal Studios? Not a single person will give a shit.
Not if it gets replaced, but I'm planning on going there for Easter for the first time, so I kind of care a little bit.
But yeah, I mean, it would be nice if we had one. But I mean, like, we're looking at all the places where Universal Studios is, we always have like a tenth of the population of those places. So it's never going to happen. It's just not.
I mean, we're less than 10 hours of flying time between 3 Universal resorts. So
yeah, I would highly recommend anybody going to Singapore to check it out, because it is really lovely, and it's right next to a massive aquarium, which is also sick.
Do they still have the Battlestar Galactica roller coaster there, or did they retheme it?
I think they rethemed it.
Okay.
I didn't see it when I was there, so. Yeah, let's talk about Animal Crossing, because Animal Crossing got its Nintendo Switch 2 edition. It was $8 if you wanted to play the docked mode in 4K, and that's basically it.
I'll be back.
Sure. Luke doesn't give a shit about Animal Crossing, so.
Yeah. He's allergic to it.
So yeah, this came out alongside the 3.0 update. The 3.0 update actually came out a lot earlier than anyone was expecting. Yeah, so the 3.0 update came out, added a bunch of stuff where you can like decorate a hotel and shit. I haven't really played much of it, so.
Yeah, a lot of quality of life improvements as well. Like you can build stuff from your inventory in your house and good stuff. It's great.
Yeah, and like craft multiple things at once. You can like do a side step, so you don't have to like awkwardly reposition yourself to like put things down, and like it does seem like it is.
Dig up the ground to make a river. Oh man, got PTSD.
But yeah, so it does seem like it's really good. It's just the the Switch 2 edition in particular, like it's cheap, right? So nobody's complaining about it because it is cheap. Like it's $8, and you know, $8 is basically $5. But it just, I haven't bought it because I saw what it is, and it's like, okay, you can have 12 players on your island, cool, but like you still have to invite them one by one. There was like a story recently where it's like somebody tried to do that and it took like 90 minutes because like if anyone's internet fails, it kicks everyone out, and then it's just it's a nightmare because you still have to sit through all of those animations one by one. This person is arriving to the island, and like if somebody's like trying to dig or going in and out of buildings, and like it prevents them from doing so, and it
Like-
seems like an absolute nightmare.
Nintendo designing their multiplayer in like it's the fucking mid-90s. Not even the 90s. This stuff didn't even happen in the 90s. Like, they designed their multiplayer, at least for Animal Crossing, as this really stiff asynchronous mode that has to be exactly like that, or sorry, not asynchronous, synchronous mode. It has to be like that, or it just doesn't work like at all. It's just ridiculous. Like, they need to, hopefully with the next Animal Crossing, they move away from that and they do like more of like you basically run like a little server on your Switch, I guess, and everyone can join and you can do stuff. But the current mode is just impossible.
So did you call it everyone runs a servo on their Switch?
No, like, well, that's basically what's happening. I mean, like, you're running like a little like back-end server. That's how multiplayer works.
Sorry, I thought you said servo.
No, not servo.
But yeah, I mean, hopefully with the next game they will do something right with that, because it is completely untenable at the moment. But I mean, yeah, there's also like you can decorate in mouse mode, which, okay, sure, and you can like shout into the megaphone now, and it will tell you where your characters are, which is a nice quality of life addition. But it just would have been nice if that was also on the Switch 1 version of the game. It's just not really a major selling point.
Your Wii Speak microphone to have it work on Switch.
But I mean, like overall, it's like it's whatever. And like if you are a handheld only player, there is no reason to even bother with the Switch 2 edition, unless you really want 12 people on your island for some reason. Because handheld players playing on Switch 2 get the 1080p update anyway. Like it's 1080p when you play handheld on Switch 2.
I guess you get like the slightly updated textures, I guess.
Yeah. It's like, which okay, yeah. I failed to see. It's purely just a case of like Nintendo knows that they can charge $8 for it, and nobody will really complain all that much.
We talked about this. Like, Nintendo didn't want to do it for free, and they wanted to obviously do it whatever they can get away with. But like, the fact that it's $8 is a clear sign that not even Nintendo believes that this is worth it. If they thought it was worth it, they'd charge the fucking 30 or whatever it was.
Yeah.
So. Yeah,
although, having said that, they clearly were right, because if you look at the eShop charts at the moment, it is it's not now, but for basically since it released up until like yesterday, it was the #1 thing on the eShop chart, and eShop charts are based on revenue now, not units sold. So it was selling so much that it was like,
I mean, it makes sense. How much Animal Crossing sold? Like almost like 50 million units, like very close to at this point.
Yep.
So it's a lot.
Yeah, but it is what it is. Like it's Nintendo like being a little bit greedy, right? It's like they know that they can charge $8 for it, and people will just be like, oh yeah, sure, it's only $8. And it's like not like terribly insidious, but it's like, come on, man, just give it for free. Who gives a shit? It's purely just like, hey, we know that 50 million people play this, and like 20 million of those people will spend $8, so that's an easy like couple $100 million for us, just out of pocket. Which, whatever.
It just becomes really stupid when you consider the fact they've had free Switch 2 enhancements, this cheap $8 enhancement, and then $30 enhancements. And obviously the $30 ones come with more content.
And the $20 ones as well.
Yeah. So they've got all these different price points for things. It's like, if it was standardized, if like every Switch 2 edition was $10, you'd be like, okay, it's $10, there's nothing in it, but it's Switch 2, we know it's going to be $10. But they're not. They're all over the place with what they're offering in terms of content and price. and it just confuses people. And the result is that people look at this and go, "Oh, it's only $8. Why not?" Even though it's not really worth it.
I think their confusion is kind of the point too, though. Like, they don't want people thinking too much about it. They want everybody to look at each individual, like, upgrade as its own thing, rather than in the context of other upgrades. They don't want people thinking too much about how does this relate to this other one, right? Because they also, like, have given some on, like, Nintendo Switch Online with the Zelda one. So, like, they're very deliberately muddying the waters about, like, what does
The
that
fact that
upgrade
this wasn't
mean?
a free Switch Online member upgrade as well.
Especially when the Happy Home DLC is, like...
Yeah.
But, I mean, like, the thing is, this is thankfully something that we don't have to deal with forever. Like, it's... Switch 2 editions are... Like, they're going to be around for another couple of years, and then we'll never hear about them again until the Switch 3 comes out, and then we'll get Switch 3 editions. But, you know, that's a future problem. But, yeah. It's a weird transitional thing where it's like, they can juice a little bit of extra money out, and whatever, who cares?
Does the Switch 2 edition of Animal Crossing come with Happy Home Designer?
Nope. None of the Switch 2 editions come with the DLC from their base games.
No, I knew like Zelda and that didn't, but for some reason I thought maybe Animal Crossing for Switch 2 did. But no.
Alrighty. Let's move on to... this is listed in the feature discussion. I don't know how long we're going to talk about it, but
I figured it was just worth mentioning.
Yeah, a really bizarre situation. Ubisoft has announced the cancellation of its Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time remake. This is a bunch, alongside a bunch of other cancellations. There are at least 3 that I know of. I don't know. There might be more. Multiple studios are being closed. Some are being shuffled around. There's a major reshuffle in how their development works. So they're basically siloing their studios rather than treating Ubisoft as one big mega studio, which I think is a really good idea because, man, it has not been working for them lately. But yeah, so a little bit of context for Prince of Persia. They announced this remake in 2020 for a 2021 release, and then they showed a trailer for it, and everybody was like, this looks like absolute garbage. And they were like, no, it's fine. It's intentional. And then people were like, still looks like shit. And then they were like, okay, we'll work on it. And then they completely rebooted development, moved it from Ubisoft Mumbai to Ubisoft Montreal. And they've been working on it since 2022, like late 2022 when they transferred that over to them. Yeah, it's just been cancelled. It was like every year in their like financials, they were like, it's definitely coming out this year, and then it didn't. And then yeah, it just seems like this
out a
time.
random little clip of like a lantern or something being put out or whatever, and then it just said 2026.
Yeah.
So
yeah, but yeah, I mean, what a shit show. Like, for any company to be like, we've just had to cancel this, like, that's bad. Like, if Metroid Prime 4 had come out, like, it's just, instead of coming out, like, they just said, you know, we worked on this for 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, and, you know, we've rebooted development and we just couldn't make it work, so we're just not going to release it. Like, that's a bonkers thing.
The two dumb things is, one, in the social post that the Prince of Persia team put out, they said they just couldn't get it to work, and it's like, it's a remake. You just had to remake the existing game. You didn't have to do anything new. And it's like, cool, you know, they spent 4 years on it, but Skull and Bones was in development for over 8 years, and Beyond Good and Evil 2 was announced back in 2008. Like, Ubisoft's not immune to long development time, so I don't get the cancellation of this particular game.
Skull and Bones was one of those things where they legally had to release it because they took a bunch of like tax breaks from Singapore to develop the game there. So if they didn't release it, they would have to pay all that money back, and that would cost even more. But this one, like, it's just, I don't understand why you would just kill it like that. Like, surely, and like by all accounts, like, this is, you know, not necessarily insider information, but people have been talking about it. Like, it is fairly close to finishing, to being finished. Like, it, by all accounts, it's about like 6 to 12 months away from being like a shippable game. So like, I understand not wanting to throw good money after bad, especially after you've said so many times that it's going to come out on a particular date, and then it just hasn't. But like, surely at this point, like putting an extra 6 months into it and then just like releasing it in whatever state it's in is going to earn you more money than just canceling it. It boggles the mind. Yeah, Angelo's just posted from the trailer, the initial reveal trailer where it was like, oh, available January 21, 2021, and
Yeah,
why
the fact
did
that
that
it had an actual date. It wasn't just like, oh,
Yeah.
coming early 2021. It was like, no, do this date. It's like, okay.
Well, this is the thing. Apparently, the original one that they made and showed off was like basically done. Like it was
Yeah.
just done.
It looks like it.
Because they showed it in
Um,
September 2020 and it was supposed to come out 4 months later.
It looks like shit, but I mean, it's done. I mean, the thing is, it doesn't look like shit. It looks like an exact one-to-one remake of Prince of Persia: The Sands. Like it looks more like a remaster than it does a remake, and that's fine. Like just release that at this point. Like who cares? I don't know. There's all this like capitalist nonsense, right? Where it's like we need to do this for whatever reason, and I just it sucks so much that like thousands of people have worked on this game across like 5 different countries for the past decade, and just none of it is going to be released. Like imagine being one of those people that has worked on this for the last 6 years at like 5 years at Montreal, like, and then it just never gets released. Like and like we know that Ubisoft is not immune to crunch. They have been crunched to hell probably multiple times throughout this development period, and then it just never comes out. Like you just gave away years of your life and like fucked up your relationships and didn't get paid well enough, and then it just never really, like, that sucks so much.
As you said too, Ollie, the only good thing that I'm happy sort of with about this is that they're sort of siloing themselves off for development purposes. And the one thing that I like is it says, so just paraphrasing what I wrote, is each creative house will have full financial ownership and accounting for economic performance. Basically, it means if creative house number 1, which is the folks responsible for Assassin's Creed, want to make a new Assassin's Creed game, they have to fund it, they have to market it, but they get all the money back. So they don't have to like go hat in hand to Ubisoft corporate and say, hey, can we have money to make a new game? If they really want to make a new Assassin's Creed or a new Far Cry, they can do that. I'm happy with that because it means it sort of takes the decision away from Yves Guillemot and his stupid, crappy decision making that he's been doing for the past 10 years and gives it back to the people actually making the games.
Yeah,
I'm happy for that.
I think the siloing development like that, I was speaking about this with Vook when it got announced, where it's like, for the last decade or so, Ubisoft has just, as I said, they've been acting as like a mega developer, right? Where they have like 10,000 staff across like 15 different countries or whatever. And like, it was always a case of nobody was ever really sure what they were working on when they logged on in the morning, right? They would get to work and it'd be like, okay, today I'm working on Assassin's Creed. And then the next day it'd be like, oh, this is Far Cry, because they shuffle stuff around so much because they just treat it as like all 10,000 of these developers are Ubisoft. So they all work on every game. Like you look at the credits for Skull and Bones, which nobody will ever do because they'll never play Skull and Bones. But it has been basically every single Ubisoft studio has worked on that. And there are so many names in those credits because they just shuffled it around so much. And that was all games. And it was like, well, if it isn't working here, right? If there was any kind of creative block or like writer's block or whatever, they would just immediately just shove it onto a different studio. And then that's what that studio is working on now. And whatever that studio was working on previously would be shoved onto another studio. So like, it created a lot of discord within the company where they were just like all over the place. Like nobody ever knew what they were working on, and like that does not create good games.
Yeah.
Having a dedicated team as well, this is our project and this is what we are developing, will do massive amounts for the quality of the games and also the quality of life for the developers. Like that is going to make a big difference for them. So I'm glad that they're doing that, but this game being cancelled is not, and like, I don't know, it's stupid.
Yeah, I will say I do think I saw people being like, "Oh my god, have they cancelled Beyond Good and Evil?" It's like, no, they said they cancelled these known games, like unknown games. So Beyond Good and Evil we know about, so it's not really an issue at this point. The only other thing is, like, when you look at the Assassin's Creed Shadows, when you look at the official game page, it lists, like, you know, all the platforms it's on, I like how they haven't got a space between Mac and OS on that, so it says it's released on Epic Games, macOS, and Switch 2, because there's no space between Mac and OS.
That's how it's officially said now.
Yeah,
macOS.
Mac and then capital O, capital S.
It's like
Yeah, no, but they've got no
iOS.
space. They've just got it one word.
Yeah, it's
but
all one word.
Yeah,
so
it is.
That's how it's
That's how it's
stylized
spelled.
officially, as of like version something. I don't know.
That's stupid.
Yeah.
Anyway, the point that I was making is, so Ubisoft Quebec were the studio that led development on this, right? So they were the lead. And then you go through and there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 19 studios that supported them, which is basically half of the Ubisoft group. So it's like,
Yeah.
yeah.
So there are some good things like going forward. I mean, it sucks that like a shit ton of people are about to be laid off. That's bad.
No, so the only studio that's closing outside of, so Halifax was announced like 2 weeks ago to be closing, and then the other one, can't think of the name off the top of my head. I did put it in here. Stockholm. And Stockholm were more like a tech support studio, and they were trying to work on this thing called Scalar, which is like game development in the cloud, and it just never worked.
I mean, there are unspecified layoffs happening as well. Like
Oh yeah, they're restructuring a bunch of studios.
Yeah. And like, yeah, I can't talk too much about that, but there is unpleasant stuff happening behind the scenes that hopefully will lead to a healthier studio in the meantime, but it sucks for the people that are being let go. But yeah, I can't believe, like, what kind of company can't? They had 2 attempts to remake one of the most basic games. They just couldn't do it. It reflects really poorly on Ubisoft that like every other company has just been like shitting these out as like a low effort like remaster, right? It's like you could have just slapped some HD textures on there, like fucked the lighting up, and people would still buy it.
To be fair, they did re-release Beyond Good and Evil twice before releasing the sequel of that one, so they can do it.
I was literally going to bring up Beyond Good and Evil. Is like they've done this before, where they just did a hodgepodge HD upgrade.
Well, they've just done the Far Cry like 60 FPS updates, right? Like they don't mind doing low effort shit. I just don't understand why this one was the one that they decided to pour a shit ton of money into and like do a high effort job and then cancel it. We
have Rayman 30th coming soon.
We
so
do
let's
have
see
Rayman
how they do with
30th.
that.
Yeah, I don't know. Everything about Ubisoft is like a frustrating thing because it's like, man, they make some really good. Like I've been playing the Avatar Frontiers of Pandora, and that's a really fun game. I mean, the writing is a bit messy, but like the game itself is really fun.
That was my biggest complaint about the film. I think the writing in the writing's never been, top notch in any of the Avatar films, but the third film is particularly bad, I think. It's
and
rough.
The game
if one more fucking Avatar kid says bro or cuz, I'm gonna put a fucking screwdriver in my ear.
The other thing, like, okay, so like, we'll go into games we're playing. Like, we'll talk about this to some extent. We'll talk about games we're playing because I've been playing Avatar. Frontiers of Pandora does this weird thing where it's like, you meet a character and they have like a really strong accent. Like they're an Indian character and they have a strong Indian accent. And then the second time you talk to them, they just don't really have an accent anymore. And then like,
it's
weird. So weird. It happened like multiple times. So many characters like have accents like just interchangeably. Like they will have an accent and then the next conversation they won't have an accent, and then immediately after that conversation they'll like call you in your earpiece and they'll have an accent again. It's like, what is going on here, man? I also like, the more I play of this game, the more I realize that like James Cameron's Avatar is kind of a bit racist. And the more I play of it, I was like, this is maybe not acceptable, the way that you're portraying this stuff. But I mean, It's a really fun game though. I have been playing through co-op with my sister, and it is just an absolute delight.
In first person or third person?
First person, I would never play third person. That would be absolutely terrible. But no, it is really really good. Yeah. What else have I been playing? I've been playing the Inazuma 11, Victory Road, etc. etc. That is a game about soccer, but it takes like 5 hours before you play your first game of soccer because it just like is a full RPG as well, which is just wild. I've been playing an indie game that is worth shouting out, Big Hops, which is a 3D platformer that takes a lot of like, I don't know, the movement feels a lot like Super Mario Odyssey. It is a phenomenally good game. I absolutely love Big Hops. I would recommend anybody looking for a 3D platformer play it because it is really really good. It's only like a Switch 1 game, but like they made sure that the Switch 1 game plays a little bit nicer on Switch 2. So
Like a modern Mario mixed with Chameleon Twist.
it is, yeah. It is really really good too. I have put like 25-ish hours into it, and yeah, lots of really really fantastic stuff. So yeah. Michael, have you been playing games much?
Playing a little bit of Ball X Pit, which is super fun. Really great game. Playing it on my Steam Deck, which is the perfect platform for it, to be honest. Any handheld really. What else have I been playing? Playing a little bit of Peak with my mate, and I'm just about to get into Dispatch this week. I think I'll hook up my PC to my TV.
It is so good.
I'm looking
Still
forward
haven't
to
finished it, but it's very good.
Angelo, what have you been playing?
Started off with some Ball Pit earlier this fortnight. Very, very good fun. My partner has already finished it. She finished it in bed last night. Just one of those games that she just latches onto and just like absolutely thrashes the hell out of it. It's really, really good to see.
The first of the free updates comes out tomorrow.
Nice. Okay, didn't know that.
So new characters, new things, and all bits and pieces. So.
Cool. But just on a whim, I decided to finally get into Silksong the other day. So I just went out and bought it on Switch 2, and I'm really enjoying it. For some reason, it just I don't know why, it just scratches an itch that I didn't realize that I had there, and I'm just kind of just really, really wanted to just play that. The other day, I was at work, and all I was thinking about was just playing Silksong. It was just so weird. I haven't felt that way about a game for a while, which is interesting. Because I don't think I felt this way about the first Hollow Knight. I enjoyed it. I really liked it, but I kind of like finished it and moved on to the next thing. But this one, for some reason, I'm just thinking about it a lot. I think it's a lot more atmospheric. The visual design of the game is a lot cleaner and nicer. I think it speaks a lot stronger. Like in terms of going down to some of the more lava or foresty kind of areas, like everything is a lot more lush, everything's a lot more vibrant. I guess like the Switch 2 screen probably helps with that a little bit more as well, because I'm playing it in handheld mode mostly. A lot of people have been complaining about sort of the difficulty of the game and the control of it. I don't think I've had any problems with the control of it. There are moments where I feel like I am dying a lot more easily to like mini bosses and stuff that I probably shouldn't be. But that probably just could be a me problem. So yeah, I'm about like 6 or 7 hours into the game, so I'll see how I go when I get further into it. And I'm also just getting lost a lot less in this one. Like it's a little clearer to see where I'm supposed to go. It's easier to figure things out.
I think their game design, like their level design chops, are like way better in this one, because like it feels logical the way that you progress through the world, whereas Hollow Knight felt a little bit like you were just getting lost all the time.
Yeah, and I just didn't absorb things as much with Hollow Knight. I feel, I don't know why. There's like I barely remember anything about the story in that game. But this one, I'm sort of picking things up a little bit more. The characters there are a lot more characters, I feel, that kind of stand out a bit more. There's a lot more personality to them and stuff. So, yeah, I think I'm enjoying this one a lot more than I did the first time around with Hollow Knight 1. But I'm keen to see how I go with Hollow Knight once the new update comes out later on this year. Presumably, I'll finish this one because I'm quite into it. So we'll see how it goes.
And like, oh, sorry, just before we do, I also have been playing Final Fantasy VII Remake. I did a review for that. It is phenomenal on Switch too, and I encourage everyone to play it.
I'm seeing a lot of good things about the graphics in that game. Everyone is saying that game looks incredible on Switch too.
Yeah,
I think it's the best looking thing on Switch too. To be
there are
honest.
like 3 textures that they brought over from the PS4 version. But it's like areas that like you walk through once and never really spend any time there, so it's like whatever. Everything else, it looks just like almost identical to the PS5 version. It looks just so good.
Is the second one coming to Switch too? Have they
Yeah,
announced that?
the whole trilogy is coming to Switch too. They've confirmed that it will.
That's good.
All right, the last one I'll believe it when I see it. The second one I believe will come to Switch too.
It's running on the same engine. They confirmed
I
recently
know,
that it's still
it
running at UE4, which is good.
Well, Tetsuya Nomura just announced, I think, overnight or something, that they're working on the title for the third game.
Yeah,
So
we
we must be close, boys.
Yeah. I don't think Switch 2 is going to be the current console when the third game comes out.
I think you'll be surprised at how soon the third game comes out. Honestly,
I reckon it'll probably be out within a year or so, like probably early next year. I think
it will be out. I imagine for the anniversary, so early next year. Yeah, Luke, what are you?
So I've been playing the reviews tomorrow, so I can say this because I won't edit the video for a day or so. But I've been playing through Grid Legends on Switch 2.
Yeah.
That game looks amazing. Like I've noticed a few weird pop-in things with like textures in the background on some city tracks, and you know in some games like lights will like disappear, like when you get too far away from a building, like lights turn off essentially in buildings to like because you don't need to see them. There's this one building at night on the San Francisco track where the lights turn off when you get closer to it. It's only the one building that does it. It's really bizarre. But yeah, so I've been playing that. So I finished most of the career and a whole bunch of the cups in the story mode and the career mode. That I enjoyed that on PS5. I'm enjoying it here too. And the only other game that I'm playing is so I've been playing that for a few days now. So
Yeah. Alrighty. Nintendo 20 questions. Sorry, I just was mesmerized by Angelo's cat in the background.
yeah, there he is, little pepperoni.
sure it's not a Lego black cat.
No, that's over here. Got that
Why
for
do you
Christmas.
just show the same thing twice?
I know.
understand.
Right? No, I got that for Christmas and I've yet to build it. I want to see how much he gets pissed off at it though.
Oh my god, he's gonna swipe it so hard.
He's gonna kill it.
Alright, Nintendo 20 questions. According to the run sheet, Luke is leading this one. So good luck to us all.
And may God have mercy on your results.
Did this game come out on or after January 1st, 2010?
No.
Did the game come out in the 2000s?
Yes.
Okay.
Is this
The late
game
64. Oh, sorry, go. Here you go.
was this game originally released on a handheld console?
Yes.
Okay.
So that could be Game Boy. It could be Game Boy
Yeah.
Color. It could be
Could
Game
be.
Boy Advance. It could be Nintendo DS.
Was it released on a Game Boy?
No.
Oh, so DS.
Cool. Alright, there you go. Yes.
Cool.
Easy.
Just the platform that has the largest amount of games.
Yep. Absolutely brutal. DS ones are always ridiculously hard. There's like I don't even know how many games there are. There's like upwards 5k plus easily. It's ridiculous.
Did this game feature 3D graphics?
Not in the sense that you're thinking of. No.
Okay, so it's not like something like, Metroid Prime Hunters or whatever.
Yeah.
No. So it was like 3D elements, but they weren't like the core of it.
Okay. Yeah,
Like
quite
how
a few DS
Yoshi's
games did
Island
that.
has the spinning shit. Is this game part of a series?
No.
Was this game published by Nintendo?
No.
Did this game make use of the touch controls in a way that's outside of like menus and stuff like that?
Yes.
Okay, so part of gameplay.
Did this game have multiplayer?
I don't believe so. Let me double check. No, it did not have multiplayer.
Have we done the Guitar Hero game for DS before?
We've mentioned it a few times. I don't know if
think
that's
we've mentioned
been.
it, but that's also part of a
on the list.
series, so that's definitely not it.
Oh yeah, true. Is this game an RPG?
No.
This game require any sort of like creative input from the player. By which I mean, like, you know, they had to draw elements, they had to make things up, or anything like that.
No.
I'm thinking, okay,
Thinking,
I was thinking like a
Drawn to
Brain
Life,
Age.
Scribblenauts,
Drawn to
Brain-
Life.
yeah.
all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, there's no user-generated content in this game.
But you do use the DS one, the stylus, or the touchscreen.
Maybe it's part of like a swipe attack, or there's a
Yeah.
Ooh, what
million
about,
games
like,
that do that.
Tappy tapping.
Something, or like Hotel Dusk,
Have
because
we done that before?
it's also, I think, technically part of a series. So
Yeah, it is. I'm pretty sure I've done Hotel Dust before. I could be wrong.
I think like something like that, where like you
Yeah.
hold it sideways, and like that's the second.
Yeah, you can just ask that. Is the primary way you play this game in the
The
portrait
book form.
mode? Yeah, book form.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Oh, fuck me.
How many questions is that?
You've got 7 questions and a guess remaining.
Okay, we'll still got plenty.
Okay. Was this game developed in Japan?
No.
There's just so many goddamn fucking DS games.
So it wasn't developed in Japan.
It was not.
No. So it's not part of a series. It does use the touchscreen. I can't remember. Did it have multiplayer? It was a no, wasn't it?
No multiplayer.
Single player, not 3D for the most part. Sounds like a lot of games.
Oh, and it's not an RPG.
It's not an RPG. Was this game well received?
No.
Okay.
Didn't have to hold back
Wasn't.
on that one.
That's why we don't
Wasn't well
remember it.
received. Huh?
If we get to the end of this, like one of the most beloved games of all time, I'm gonna be pissed.
Is it a puzzle game?
No.
God damn.
Is it an action platformer Or give me another
Is it
genre.
one of the genres we haven't mentioned?
Or what? Sorry,
Sport.
sport. All right, so action. What did I say? Action, platform, or
Action,
sport?
platformer, or sport.
No, no, and no.
Yeah, we got that was 3 answers.
I mean, it's all
So
the
that-
same answer.
So that didn't help us at all, which also
Be a
kind of helps
rhythm
us.
game.
What else? Yeah, it could
Yeah,
be a
it could
rhythm
be-
game.
I should have asked rhythm
Could
game.
be like a strategy game. There's a couple of
rhythm-
those.
But rhythm games, just inherently by being rhythm games, are automatically good.
I've played a lot of shitty rhythm games.
How many questions in the guest do we have left?
3 questions and a guess.
Okay.
Okay.
This is either something really obvious that we're missing, or something that we've never heard of before, and Luke just assumes that we will have known.
Yeah, and it could equally be both.
Yeah.
Is it a rhythm game?
No.
Okay, well there you go. That was my last bastion of hope.
Yeah.
A poorly received single-player game that wasn't developed in Japan and isn't any genre.
All right. Does this game? Nah. I'm gonna ask if it uses like the traditional controls on the console, but I don't know if that will help us either.
I mean, I'll give that one to you for free because I guarantee you're not going to guess this one. But no, it doesn't use traditional controls.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
So it's just
I
using
assumed it
the
was
touch
like
screen.
DSE.
And it's also not
I
like
can't-
using any creative input from the player, so it's not even like one of those crappy art games.
It looks like it's just using the screen as like an input, either to move or do actions or both. Hmm. It's 2 questions and a guess, right?
Was it based on a license?
This shouldn't be a fucking hard question. This is so interesting. The non-answer is better than the actual answer here.
Okay, let's turn this around just so that we can get a clearer answer of this. Does this exist as part of a franchise that also exists outside of gaming?
In that context, yes.
Okay.
I don't know how to quantify that.
Like licensed-ish. So we would just sort of like name a bunch of franchises and then do our meta question.
I mean,
say a bunch of things.
Like Lego will be part of a franchise, right?
Yeah,
Is
that's
that the
straight
type
up
of
license.
bullshit that we're
see,
talking
that
about?
would be the kind of thing that would be weird if you were talking about
Yeah.
licenses, right?
That's what I
But
mean.
what-
That's
so-
exactly what I was thinking of.
But,
But most
but,
Lego
like,
games are
unless
based on a
it's-
franchise, though.
But
Like,
unless
just
it's
like
an
Lego Batman or
original,
whatever.
unless it's an original Lego game, like I don't see how
Yeah.
it's not licensed.
Yeah,
Like even like a
totally.
Ninjago game would be a licensed game, right?
Is it? Isn't Ninjago? Isn't that part of Lego?
Well, yeah, but it's licensed from.
Yeah, it's licensed to a studio to
Lego?
make it.
Oh right, yes. Sorry, I understand what you mean.
So like Lego, any Lego game is like kind of a little bit licensed because it's licensing Lego. But
Yeah,
also
unless it's
not.
made by Lego itself.
We could just ask if it's a Lego game. I mean, there's.
If it's a
hundreds
fucking
of...
Lego game,
But I can't
swear
even
to
think of a
God.
Lego game that's not like inherently 3D.
True. Pretty much all of them are 3D. I think.
So, yeah, I can't recall one that's like slightly 2D or something. Unless it's like something like, I don't know, something kind of top-down strategy, like kind of like Spore or a My Sims or something like that.
Fucking, I'm playing it. Is it a Lego game?
No.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, I got no fucking idea. That was
If
the
it's a-
true
if
last
it-
bastion.
I'm just thinking if it's a My Sims game, I'm going to be so mad.
No, because it's part of a series, so I think we're safe on that one.
You're right, okay. The herbs.
What was that?
I've got nothing.
Yeah, no idea.
Just give us a random game, Angelo.
Oh,
Just
jeez.
guess my Sims. Go for it.
Yeah,
might
okay,
as
my
well.
Sims. Just put the bullet in my head.
It is not My Sims.
Okay.
Released in June 2009, developed by Sproing Interactive and published by Deep Silver.
Okay.
Love Sproing Interactive.
They're still around. This game is Russell Grant's Astrology.
Oh my god.
Holy shit, that's such a good one.
That's an
Wait.
incredible deep cut. Fuck me.
Wait, what?
Russell
Interactive.
Grant
I remember seeing this
Astrology.
game when I worked at JB Hi-Fi. This
the
Yeah,
reason
because they
why-
printed millions and millions of copies of it, and then it
Yeah.
never sold a single one.
And the reason why I was like with the license question is because he was involved with it being made, and he outside of it he does his astrology thing normally. So that's why I couldn't like say yes it was a license because he was involved with the making of it. So
These were like in
I've-
the bargain bins at EB.
Yeah.
for-
I have never heard of this
Yes.
game.
it's also just
Yeah.
known as Astrology DS at some point,
yeah.
depending on where you are in the world.
I genuinely thought you said Russell Brand. And I was just, I'm like, because I'd never heard of Russell Grant. That's like just making like a John Edwards game, like
Yeah.
a crossing over with John Edwards game.
The description of this game is Russell Grant's Astrology is a complete guide to the world of astrological guidance, providing daily and in-depth readings alongside the opportunity to learn the secrets of interpreting the movements of celestial bodies and understand how they influence your life.
I'm gonna call shenanigans. Is this even a game?
Yeah. Again, they printed millions and millions of copies of
No,
this.
but like, is it a video game or is it an app?
Did it connect to the internet? Because it says it provides up-to-date daily horoscopes. Like obviously, you know, astrology is bullshit. You know, hot take here. But like, can you say it's up-to-date daily horoscopes if it's just like pre-baked into the fucking game?
I've never seen a copy of the case with like the little Wi-Fi connection symbol on it, so I'm gonna say no.
That's fucking crazy.
I'm gonna call shenanigans, Luke. I don't think that one qualified. I think we got an automatic point for that one. It's not a video game.
I think it counts.
It's like
All right, well
guess,
then screw you
yeah.
guys. Next time I'm up, I'm gonna do one of those stupid like cookbook games. Then that's not
yeah,
even
that's what
a
I'm
game.
saying. Like, what
Okay.
counts as like a game? Like,
This one, okay, I'm looking at a long play on YouTube.
Oh my god, there's a
a
long play.
long play. That's amazing, guys. Just so everyone knows, by the way, if anyone wants to purchase this, it is available for $8 at EV Games pre-owned.
I just saw
So
that.
pick it up.
There are apparently mini games, some kind of slide puzzle thing.
Damn.
So
And the whole
it
thing with the
was-
3D elements is like the planets and all that sort of have this like 3D effect to them, but it's all mostly just like text.
Yeah.
well, the description says that there's mini games, but I've not seen them in the long play. This is I think
Sproing
this is
Interactive.
borderline.
The most recent
Cool.
game is Kiss Rock City in 2017.
Guys,
Oh,
if you
cool.
want this, if you want the astrology version, not the Russell Grant's one, just Astrology DS, it is available from Cash Converters for $7. So get that $1 off.
They made a game
Like-
in 2017 called Nonstop Chuck Norris.
Jesus.
Well, their website doesn't work. So
There
go on to
are games.
Go on to sproing.at, returns a 403, sorry. So,
Yeah, there are in fact mini games in this. There's like a memory thing and like a match 3 shit. A sliding puzzle. Yeah, it is legally a game.
legally.
Thanks for that disclaimer, Ollie. Legally a game.
Alright. The commission presented evidence, it rules.
That was
I
a
mean,
real
if this was-
basic though.
When I saw this, I was like, oh, because I was umming and ahhing if I would classify it as a game, because it's in the genre on the listing that I found on Gamesman, they have it classified as educational. I'm like,
I'm angry and impressed at the same time. So
Yeah. It's like it's not something that we ever would have guessed, but it's something that we have heard of at least because
yeah,
I've
like
never heard
I
of it.
notorious game.
100% I've seen it like
I've never heard of
many times. So
There's a guy that lives in Canada who has like 400 copies of this game because he just like bought all of them whenever he saw them for like $1. It's like there's a guy in Canberra, isn't there? I think this was posted in the Slack. There's a guy in Canberra who like collects Wii balance boards because he like buys them whenever he sees them in an op shop.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
He has like 150 of them.
You know what's crazy is that
buying op shops.
buying 400 copies of this game is probably still cheaper than buying that Lego set. That Pokemon Lego set.
Yeah.
It's crazy to think of.
I will put this out too for any of the listeners. If you actually guessed what the game was, please tell us, because I really want to know if anyone actually guessed what.
I'm
this
telling
was
you
before.
right now, Luke. No one is guessing this game, and if anyone says they guessed it, you're fucking
They're
lying.
lying.
So
Yeah, they're lying.
Also, if you're the guy that
Unsubscribe.
lives in Canberra who is collecting Wii balance boards, reach out and we'll have you on the show, because I have so many questions. I
Yeah.
have one question, it's why. But
Yeah.
I would love to know what kind of person you are, because that is a deeply weird
I mean,
thing to
I'm
do.
pretty sure
What
we
is-
can all guess what type of person they are.
But also, what does your house look like?
I think we
It's
can
built
probably
off
guess
Wii
that
balance
one.
boards.
Yeah, exactly. That's what
the
I'm saying.
foundation. The foundation of the house is just a pressure-sensitive Wii balance board area.
It's the calibrator's house.
Yeah. Whenever he gets a parcel, it lands on a Wii balance board and like lets him know that a parcel's arrived.
That's not a bad idea.
Alrighty. That about wraps up this episode of the Vookcast. So be sure to visit the site, vooks.net, for all your Nintendo news, reviews, and everything in between. To keep up to date, follow the site on Blue Sky, which is at vooks.net, or go to our Discord at bit.ly/vooksdiscord. You can find all of our social information, links for all of the stories and stuff in the episode notes on whatever platform you're listening to. Thank you for tuning in once more, and we will see you in the next show.